Buonasera, Bianconeri, and welcome to the All Juve Cast channel. I'm Alberto, and yeah, typically what we do during these shows is recap the day's news, have a little fun, have a little banter, but unfortunately, tonight, I happened to pick up my phone and see some news that I was hoping was fake news, but it turns out it is not, and Azzurri and Juve legend Paolo Rossi has passed away. Obviously, Paolo Rossi, an eternal legend, will always be remembered for his heroics during the 1982 World Cup. Of course, the hat trick versus Brazil. He was with Juve from 81 to 85, arguably one of the best Juve squads ever. So it's a big shock. And yeah, we're going to try to get through this episode with some heavy hearts for Paolo Rossi, but rest in peace, legend. And thank you for everything. You may have been, ahead of my time or whatnot, but through my father, who I became a Juventino because of, I'm very familiar with everything you accomplished and what you did and what you meant to Juventini and Italians the same. So rest in peace. Moving on, of course, as the last remaining games of Champions League were played, we speculated on the last podcast, episode 126, saying, it's great that Juve finished top of the group, but there still would be some tough opponents, whether you go top or second place. However, through what happened, damn, am I pumped that we finished top of the group, okay? Because Barca now will most likely face one of Chelsea. Well, they will face one of Chelsea, Man City, Dortmund, Liverpool, PSG, or Bayern. Bayern coming in with the highest odds at, I believe, roughly around 23-24%. So Juve could possibly face Porto, Atletico, Sevilla, Leipzig, or Mönchengladbach. And Mönchengladbach coming in with the highest percentage odds, somewhere around 26%. I want to know who you would choose, Juventini, who you want Juve to face in the first round of the knockouts. For me, it's Porto or Mönchengladbach, one of those two. So Mönchengladbach being the highest odds at 26, no disrespect, but I would take that gladly. But very interesting to see, though, because some were reaching out and having this discussion and saying that they would rather get Atletico from the hop just so that Juve doesn't underperform and run the risk of an early knockout. I want to know how you guys feel about that. For me, I don't know. I think Porto or Mönchengladbach, I mean, it's all going to depend as we get into those knockout phases, how Pirlo gets the consistency level at. Because, yeah, if we need like a wake-up game like we just had against Barca, then, yeah, you take Atletico out of the hop, but I don't think so. I think, like I said, there is progress in Pirlo's work. It wasn't personnel. It was figuring out where guys need to play, who needs to play together, and he's got that now. Now, things could get interesting based on how we continue. So, for me, Porto or Gladbach, but I want to know who you want. Buffon just continues to set records. I loved all the love he's been getting on the social media over the past couple nights, especially after the match against Barca. And I've been saying for a while now, I just don't understand the disrespect he gets. It's unbelievable. But he's the first keeper to get a clean sheet in the Champions League in 4 different decades. Incredible. It's absolutely incredible. He's just cementing himself as the greatest ever. It is. He's the GOAT for goalkeepers for me, and it's not even up for debate. And then the best the absolute best, was probably seeing Merda bounce. Not only bounce, but not even get the third place for Europa, like flat out bounced. If you happen to catch the interview with Crybaby Conte there, it's pretty good. Capello criticizes him a bit on, I believe it was Sky or R.I.P, and oh man, Conte was having none of it. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it's just good times to watch. Okay, let's be honest. But yeah, he is now not able to get into a €100 restaurant with 200 million euros. So I don't know. It's pretty funny. But Lukaku's highlight, oh my god, that is prime. That is so good. What is it? A few days out from him saying he is a top five striker in the world? Okay, pump the brakes there, pal. But this is just good. Now, someone raised an interesting thought, saying it might not be the best that Merda is out completely of European competition, because now that leaves them solely with Serie A to really focus on and shoot for that Scudetto. And are we concerned? For me, I'm not concerned. And the reason I'm not concerned is that now they can focus so intensely on Serie A is because the cracks are there. Conte and his stimulus is fantastic, but it has an expiration date that's shorter than most managers. He's getting there. He's feeling the heat. He can't break this duck in Europe. He's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not concerned with them, and I think the cracks. Another thing with cracks is this treatment of Ericsson is exactly how you start issues in the locker room amongst several players in treatment, and I think he's going to slowly start losing them. And like I say, I think it's just a ticking time bomb, and I think they're going to implode. But I want to leave it in your hands. I want to hear from you. What's going to happen? Should we be worried about Merida in the Serie A race? Is Juve going to struggle because of the focus being still across these competitions? What do you think? I want to hear from all of you. But thanks again for tuning in. Again, the big news is losing that legend Paolo Rossi. You're going to see many wonderful tributes to him. I'm sure I will have something through Striped Hearts Apparel as a tribute. We will do our best for this Juve legend. Again, rest in peace, Paolo Rossi, Juventini, Bianconeri. We will chat again tomorrow evening. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Buonasera.